A very good morning to you all. I hope we're all fine. It is Wednesday. It's the 26th, or should I say it's the 28th of June 2023. The month really is getting away from me, 2023. And I'm here to bring us all a look at the weather forecast for southeast England for the next 24 hours. Well, it is a rather cloudy picture out there at the moment. We'll start off on the River Medway near Gillingham. Cloudy skies, not too cloudy. You can see there's a little bit of blue poking itself through there, and a similar sort of picture if we move over towards Malden in Essex. So the yacht's looking really nice there, stranded at low tide, patchy cloud around there, and over towards Dunstable up there on the Downs. Similar picture being repeated, lowish stratus cloud moving in from the southwest, all in association with a warm sector. Now, we spoke about this warm sector yesterday. The warm sector is an area of air between two fronts, so it's between the warm front and the cold front. But the characteristics of the air in such warm sectors are such that you draw up quite warm, humid, southwesterly air, which has a more of a sort of a comfortable feel to it, and that is the feature today. We'll be looking towards the cold front later on in the day or overnight that will sweep through and change the air mass, so that by tomorrow this cold front would have pushed through and we'll be back in a more fresher westerly air mass coming in from the Atlantic by that point. So a couple of weather fronts to get through and some rain in the forecast, but I don't think the rain is going to affect us here down in the southeast England until overnight. But if we just take a quick look at the radar at the moment, there is a little bit of patchy drizzle just to the west of London. I've noticed that should ease. I don't think it's going to cause any issues to what should be a mainly dry day. Now, it is a warmer start this morning. Current maximum temperatures, top of the Hots, 19 degrees at Southend-on-Sea, Lakenheath 19, Humberside 19, but many stations approaching 19 on what will be another warm day. Right, so we're now just going to take a look at the icon. We're going to track this weather front that's sitting out to the west. So as I mentioned, we're in this warm sector air between those two weather fronts. So we now do look towards the west for the cold front, which will move in. So 7 o'clock this morning, there it is. It's sitting over Ireland. It's gradually moving eastwards. This is the scene by midday. It's reached the west of Wales, and by early afternoon, it's touched Cornwall and then moves into Devon. Throughout the late afternoon, it moves towards the West Midlands, and this is the situation at 6 o'clock tonight. So certainly here in southeast England, we stay away from that front until later on in the evening towards midnight, when eventually it pushes down into the southeast. It then persists overnight, very slowly moving eastwards by that point. And in fact, it's looking as if that rain could intensify on the front. So perhaps quite a wet start for some of us tomorrow morning. We'll be covering that in more detail tomorrow. So back to the here and now. So the symbols pretty much cover it quite nicely. A rather cloudy start for most of us, as we've seen. The clouds should thin and break. I think there will be some bright spells around today, but not, as I've mentioned, the waterfall blue skies that we've seen for most of this month. But it will be a humid feel. Temperatures will be peaking generally between 22 and 24 degrees. And I think if you do get any extended periods of brightness, don't be at all surprised to see that thermometer popping up somewhere close to 25, possibly 26 degrees, more especially towards the northeast of our region, down towards the south coast where you've got this southwesterly air mass. Coasts will be just that little bit cooler. A warm night tonight, temperatures falling no lower than 17 or 18 degrees under them cloudy skies, and probably a fair bit of rain for some of us. So that is it in summary. A mainly cloudy day today. Skies will brighten. It will be warm. It will be humid. It will be muggy. Temperatures peaking in the mid-20s, given a bit of brightness. We look towards the west overnight for a weather front that should be bringing us a bit of a wetter day tomorrow, but we will cover that in more detail then. I'll be back then to cover it all. But in the meantime, have a great day. Look after yourselves, and ciao for now.